Welcome back, guys. This video today is all about water. All right, so this is underneath our bed. This is where I'm gonna put all of our water. We're holding 100 gallons of water in the truck, and all of that needs to fit underneath this bed, but we're not doing it in one big container. We're doing it in 4 sets of 25. Here's an example of one tank. It's gonna run front to back. That way, when we stop, the water will move to the front. It's gonna start sloshing, and it's gonna move to the back. And it's going to do this front to back thing, and the truck is so big and so heavy and so long, we're not going to feel that, the front to back, but we would feel the side to side. But this tank is only 20 gallons, so the side to side is not that much water moving back and forth. So we have 4 of these tanks. We'll have the same amount of weight moving back and forth, but it won't have time to build up the momentum in this little area that's 8-10 inches here. It won't have enough momentum, so we won't feel the left to right, which you can definitely feel on this truck. If I do left to right, the whole thing shakes. If I do front to back, it does, but not nearly as hard. So that's the thing we're going to be putting together in this video. But first, I need to clean out all of this under the bed because we're putting 100 gallons of water here, and I want to waterproof it first. Alright, so to waterproof this truck here, or well, not the whole truck, but underneath the bed, because if an accident were to happen, I don't want a potentially 100 gallons of water to flood out into my hallway. So I'm going to try and isolate this area underneath the bed with epoxy. And I'm using this West Systems epoxy, partially because it's super easy with these pumps. One pump of the epoxy, another pump of the hardener to get your full mix, and you mix it all together. And the other part, because that's what I have. So I'm just going to coat the entire underside of this area with the West Systems epoxy and use this little scrapers to get it really nice and thin, so that way hopefully I don't use too much. Got a little cup for mixing. Make sure my stick goes all the way in and I don't have to reach deep into the hole. 105 West Systems epoxy. 1 pump per 1 pump. So that's 2. I'm going to start with 10 at first. 10 epoxy, and then 10 of the hardener. 10 of the hardener. Mix it all together. Make sure the mix is a good mix. If it's not a good mix, it'll never get hard. So my goal is to get this entire underside of this truck here waterproof. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if there's air bubbles or if it's a smooth finish or anything like that. I just want the epoxy to penetrate into the wood and then create a barrier. And I'll go around and put some sort of a sealant, silicone or something on all of my seams. But for now, this just keeps it from soaking through and capillary action underneath the bed frame. I'm going to start right here in this corner and just pour it out. And then use this to spread it all around. Really thin layer. So if you were wondering, it took about 20 pumps of that West Systems epoxy to do this underside of the bed. And I left that corner over there. There's some electrical boxes. I want to build some sort of a wall around those so those don't get wet. If water does leak down here, it won't get those electrical connections wet. So that's it for this. We'll come back when this is dry and we can start setting up some water tanks. So it's the next day now. All my epoxy has cured, and now I'm going to run a bead of silicone. It's just 100% silicone, window, door, attic, basement, just to waterproof all of my seams. I also built this thing to kind of block off the area around my electrical box. I'm going to silicone this seam and then silicone around this as well. So I drilled a pilot hole through the inside to the outside here so I could align my template. Same way we did on the, well, we didn't do this on the back lights because we could actually see through it. On this one, I didn't want to run into the cross brace down here, and I didn't want to run too far this way into the bed frame, which is like right here. So I've got the template where I want it. I'm going to secure it with tape and then right out the inside. You can adjust that, and you want just the bearing sticking out when you're running against a template. You see that? Perfect. Okay, I'm going to route this out. hot water heater. Yeah. So now we need to build a box. Put that over there. We need to build a box inside of this to give the hot water heater something to bite into.
Oh!
This is coming out very fast.
Is it
Is that
down?
even sticky? It's barely even sticky. Don't use sealant that's been frozen. It might be bad.
It's smelly.
Oh. Too much.
Let me grab this. Okay, go ahead.
Now, can you hold it up on the back?
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
Just enough for me to be able to tilt it.
I don't know how heavy it is.
Me.
Huh?
Take some of the weight off of me so I can be accurate.
Okay. Let me put the camera down.
It's a very snug fit. Even when it was in the house, it's a super snug fit. There we go.
Very nice.
Nice and snug.
I was wondering what those holes were for.
Nice seal.
Very good.
Did it come back out?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom did. There it is. You see this round over edge here? It doesn't actually touch the truck. So if I were to put silicone between this and the truck, I'd have to put a really giant bead in order to get enough to form out on the outside. So I'm just going to put it in the seam and use my finger to smooth it nice around, and then should be good to go. I'm actually not using silicone because you can't paint silicone. I'm using a caulking. It's the same stuff we used around the windows, just a white weatherproof caulking. That's a lot.
Looks like that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh no.
What?
This.
Huh?
This. That doesn't stay?
What? This?
Yeah.
No, you take it out.
Okay.
All right, so that's gonna do it for this. We still need to wait. We still need to wait for our water filters to get in. Well, yeah, we still need to order and then wait for our water filters to get in. So that's gonna be in for this video. If you're liking what you're seeing, be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell notification so you'll know when we upload another video and you can see how we actually plumb this whole system. That's gonna be it for today. I'll see you guys next time.